No Holds Barred, the movie that was birthed after Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon locked themselves in a hotel room and did nothing but snort cocaine and write a script for 72 hours. And no, I am not joking. What happened in that room? What happened? Why is his face so hard, but his hair so soft and silken? Do you think you'll get any answers?
You're so stupid!
Because this is Redeye Reviews. We start with wrestling. Hulk Hogan plays Rip Thomas, his hair looking like a bowl of ramen.
That is Hulk Hogan's signature look. Blonde Chinese hair and the skin of a hot dog.
A forehead making him look like a hillbilly predator. Sorry. Oh, man, he does look just like the Predator. It's remarkable. So, he is the world champion wrestler, and he can't lose.
Jesse, the Body Ventura. Those comments are just about as outlandish as that hairdo you're sporting, Jesse.
We also see Jesse Ventura, and he seems to be cosplaying as one of those beaded curtains we all loved back in the day. Hogan shows us his signature gang sign, and fairly certain that's not a gang sign, it's just carpal tunnel. And he definitely needs to get that looked at. But while he wrestles, a room full of suits have stopped making money to watch him wrestle.
Crazy. Wild.
I'm gonna spoil something right off the bat, okay? These dudes in this room totally believe wrestling's real. They do. They never admit this in the movie. But the entire time, they act as if this man is literally hammer-fisting dudes' faces for money. But these business people run a TV network, and they simply can't compete with the numbers that Hogan brings in. And they're like, how do we compete with that? All we have is Roseanne. God, she sucks. She made me hate denim jackets. And you all know how much I loved denim jackets.
A high-concept sitcom.
Next, this is what people want.
So they call our man into a meeting, and they're like, come on. Can you work for us? We're going to give you, lots of money and hair products. It's going to be great.
I know, you've got a contract, but hear me out.
Then he decides a more aggressive approach.
You're not going anywhere until you and I come to an agreement. I find that a little hard to swallow, you jackass! You trying to tell me my money's not good enough for you?
And his minions are like, nice work, boss. The dumb jackass. Who knew he could be bullied in the legal documents?
Oh my God.
And this marks the beginning of a whole slew of crimes that will go unpunished because my theory is the police in this movie are too busy watching wrestling. So he orders a limo driver to kidnap Hulk.
Hey, pal, you should have gone right back there.
And once our man realizes, he begins attacking the car itself. Making it, I can only assume, turn on its master. Because you all know, once you dent a car's door, it will crash. And, eventually probably explode. But he bursts out. He gets in a series of fights. Just grunting and laughing like a coked up troll doll. And now I can only imagine that the next set of lines was written probably at hour 72 in that hotel room of mystery.
What's that smell?
Probably got Hulk Hogan and McMahon just high-fiving in a Hilton hotel somewhere right now. But later, he is introduced to his new account rep.
Samantha and more. Pleased to meet you.
Swing, swing.
Tentpole.
And she is a smoke show. She wouldn't be allowed on airplanes.
That an obvious opportunity overlooked is a sportswear market.
He takes her out to dinner. He's dressing like Morgan Freeman when he played God.
I recommend the quiche.
Oh, and he also pretends to know French.
You should have said our friend is here.
Oui, bien sûr. J'ai faim.
But desperate to increase their ratings, those TV bros go to some underground fight club. And it is crazy in there. There's some lady has like a booger stuck in her throat the whole time. There's a little person in a cage. My favorite part about him is he's credited as Little Headbanger, which I thoroughly enjoy. But this gives him the idea of starting a battle of the tough guys. His somehow totally legal fight club for money, and it attracts men fresh out of prison for murder.
The Battle of the Tough Guys will be held at the No Count Bar downtown.
But we meet this guy, his name is Zeus, and Zeus is great at screaming. He picks a girl up by her face, and we're all fine with it. We also see that Rip squad is watching, and they're like, come on, Rip, you could take this guy. And our boy Rip's like, but actually, no. I'm an entertainer, and he's an actual killer. But Zeus gets in some more fights for some more money, and a lot more screaming. At one point, Rip is eating with his agent and some robbers break in. I also don't know why Hollywood is obsessed with people robbing diners, but they do. Hulk proceeds to literally defeat them how somebody would fight a clown while tripping on mushrooms. And then everybody stood up and applauded. But that night, the two of them accidentally share a hotel room. Hulk uses the world's strongest tape to suspend an entire comforter across the room.
What kind of animals do you go out with anyway?
I don't.
No. This is not forced perspective. It's not Lord of the Rings. He is not sitting closer to the camera. His head is actually that much larger than hers. But he wakes her up by ferociously working on himself.
Don't wait up for me.
Whoa, a man can't do bad shaking push-ups in the dark? You pervert. He then proceeds to throw his 250-pound gigantic ass onto a motel bed. Now, judging by the plot, I'm guessing this was written at hour 60 or maybe 61 of the Hotel Coke Room marathon. Because, as it turns out, she's a spy. Yeah, she's a spy for the other network. But she quits, okay? He smacks her across the face. She runs back to Hulk.
Edition of Sports Talk. I have the pleasure of
The next day, he's out at some charity event.
That's the way to compete. You're both.
And then real quick, I gotta nerd out super hard right now. That is a 1986 Lamborghini LM002, aka the Rambo Lambo. They only made 300 of those things, and they are legit badass vehicles. They put a Countach's V12 engine in this. And yet somehow, this movie, of all movies, managed to get one of these for this scene. I don't know how. It's ridiculous. But if you guys know how this ended up in this movie, let me know in the comments, please. I'm begging you. But Zeus rolls in. He challenges our man. He stares him down. He stares our man down and then some poor kid off to his left. But that kid was just caught in the line of fire.
Zeus is waiting for your answer, Rip.
After this, his girl gets randomly attacked and we attempt vehicular homicide.
No. You okay? Harley and me and you in the tree. Ooh.
And then nothing else will come of this. At all. So just forget the scene entirely. They did. But attempting to scout out the enemy, Rip's brother named Randy goes to spy on Zeus. And while there, they get caught.
What do we have here?
And at this point, the entire TV network has accepted their role as bad guys. And again, the police do not exist. And then they beat Randy into a coma. Which makes Rip lose his shit. He proceeds to pick a fight with Zeus, but Zeus isn't there. He's not, so he picks a fight with everything else in the gym. And then he proceeds to nurse his brother into the form that I like to call Wheelchair Randy. And this is by far the best version of Randy. He does a weirdly great job at not moving his head, and he's my favorite. He's my favorite part of the movie. So the night of the fight arrives, but when they arrive, the lady gets kidnapped. Wheelchair Randy tries to help, but, yeah, I mean, you know.
What the hell's going on? I don't know.
So they tell Rip he needs to throw the fight or they will kill his girl. This is for TV ratings, we're not joking. So he shows up. Zeus shows up. He's dressed like a microwavable potato. And Rip proceeds to get his ass kicked.
Geez, I wonder if he felt that.
At one point, he tries to tag team in his brother, but, you know, it's Wheelchair Randy.
Come on, Rip, try.
His girlfriend manages to escape by, like, just kind of walking out. She just walks out of the room. And then once Rip sees her, he realizes that he can now actually fight back. But Rip still gets dominated. He looks to Randy for help. Randy wiggles his finger. Which, hey, that's impressive, okay? You're making great progress, and we're very proud of you. But the fight just keeps going. It's like the end of Return of the King. Every time you think it's gonna end, it doesn't. However, I will say that the best part of this is that throughout the entire fight, Kurt Fuller is losing his goddamn mind.
Come on, Zeus, hit him.
So Randy falls from his chair. He transforms into Speed Bump Randy. It does not slow down Zeus. Rip, however, manages to throw Zeus off the balcony. And I am pretty sure he's dead. I think he killed the guy. Then, all full of anger and probably a lot of drugs, he turns on the TV executive. And he's dead. He's like dead. Like blood coming out of his face, kinda dead. The movie then ends with everybody applauding. Yeah, you're not gonna have such a good time once y'all realize you're accessories to a double homicide. But on that cheery note, let's head on over to Redeye Reacts.
Talk to me.
My God, that was the sassiest walkout I've ever seen. It's 9:04. You know what that means? That's right. It's time to take a melatonin, grab some tea, and read a good book. Oh, it's finally happening, ladies and gentlemen. Everything Wheelchair Randy does or says or does or it's just watch. It's so good.
What the hell's going on?
Samantha. Couple guards, grab Samantha.
Fight to the finish.
Come on, Rip, try! Come on, Rip, hit him! Come on now, Rip! Come on, get up, Rip!
Rip, come on!
Get up!
Look what he's doing.
Rip, come on! Leave him alone! Come on, Rip!
That's it. Thank you so much. The Discord community actually picked today's movie, so you have them to thank for Wheelchair Randy. Let's make t-shirts. I'm in the mood. I'll probably put one up at some point because I need this man in my life. So huge thank you to them. As always, thank you to my patrons. You guys support the channel, not just with your amazing messages, but financially, and it really does mean a lot. So if anybody else wants to support the channel in that way, I have a link in the description. You can sign up to do so. Thank you again to each and every one of you. Thank you to the Discord. You guys picked today's movie. There's a link down in the description to join that. And the merch store, which eventually will have a Wheelchair Randy t-shirt, I promise. I will see you next time, and until then, stay happy and stay healthy.
What's that smell?
Yuki!